Project that we worked on in our 3 weeks is a model that can detect whether or not a berry is poisonous, specifically whether or not a berry is a flax-leaf daphne or an elderberry. So this project was worked on by me, Anu, Ronok, Stephen, Audrey, Cedric, and Ryan.
Ideas for the model. When our team began brainstorming ideas to train our model, we had a handful of ideas. A few of the ideas we brainstormed had already been created by previous teams, such as an age detector, poisonous plant detector, and etc. Out of all the ideas we had, we decided that the application of an application that detects whether a berry is poisonous or not would be the most useful.
After we decided what our model would be doing, we had to decide which berries to classify. We ended up using the white and red baneberries, nightshade, lily of the valley, mezereum, elderberries, and flaxleaf daphnes. All of us in the team then went online to find a type of poisonous berry to copy hundreds of images per berry. After the data collection, we started labeling the enormous amount of berry images, which would take us about a day and a half to end up with about 2,000 labels.
Failures. At the start of choosing our topic in which to train our model with, we took quite a long time to choose between all of the ideas. When the time came to train the model, the software had some bugs, and we had to wait a few days before we could actually train our model. In the end, after we labeled all of the images on all of the berries, when we tested it, the model mostly failed to recognize which berry it was because of how similar the red poisonous berries were.
Our project is not perfect and will often make mistakes and may give incorrect labels if a berry is poisonous. This is due to the small mistakes in the early stages of our model's development, such as pixelated images, labeling errors, and not having enough data to ensure the model is correct. The project could have been improved if we had more time, which we might have used to come up with new types of categories to simplify the model's task, being able to pick out more high-resolution images, and making sure that our labels were extremely consistent. In the end, our model wasn't able to cope with the different berries, and we ended up having only two categories, the elderberry and the flaxleaf daphne.
Well, the last thing that we needed to do was design our website. We mainly took ideas from all the other AI Camp websites and incorporated them into our design to give it more flair. Our team also helped with choosing the color scheme and the smaller details such as the wording and the images.
All right, so our website gives us an overview of basically what was designed in the presentation below. So it gives you what it does and who worked on it, such as the team members. But the main part of the website is being able to click that button and inputting an image and testing whether or not it is a poisonous. So if you input a flashleaf Daphne berry, it'll come out with a confidence level and it'll come out saying this is a flashleaf Daphne. So this is the confusion matrix at the bottom, and it basically tells you how accurate our model is.
This is the whole presentation, right? Can we give them a round of applause? Thank you for actually learning from your mistakes, right? Because I think what's actually pretty special about this group is that when you think about it, we had such a short period of time, and depending on what project you choose, you may or may not, for example, be able to roll out your product, right? So I think what's really remarkable about this group is that you basically discover along the way that your model had some problems and you were able to reflect what is going on. You were able to salvage the project. You were able to actually deploy something, right? So for that sake, I would say this is 10 out of 10. Okay, 10 out of 10. So that's awesome. Not everything that we do in life is 100% successful, right? But I would say be able to see these difficulties and be able to learn from that. That's very important. Any questions? Any questions?
Yeah. So this might seem like an odd question, but I heard that you said it only can identify really two types of poisonous berries. So what would happen if we put a picture of a glass of milk in the model?
Or a red apple,
Okay, red apple. Or a glass of milk, preferably the milk.
Yeah. Well, you should try that, dude. Is it deployed? Yeah, it's deployed. Okay. Can you send that link to the group and then we can, yeah, let's try milk. Oh, wow. Okay, so at least, you know, the milk is not poisonous. That's awesome. What about a red apple? A Fuji apple or something? Yeah. You know, this product has hopes, right? It's not like, okay, you know what, guys, let's give them a round of applause. This is not easy for them to come, you know, and present, you know, humbly and be able to go through this. Awesome.